Next question comes from Mike, and Mike says, how do I know if I am advertising in the right place and whether or not if I am getting a good return on my marketing investment? I am a garage door installation and service company, and I'm currently advertising through Angie's List, Facebook ads, and Google ads. Currently have a media and ad company handling the Facebook and Google ads. Angie's List provides leads. Well, I think this just really comes down to knowing your numbers, Mike. I think the best gauge of determining whether or not you're getting a return on investment is to take a look at the amount of dollars that you're spending and then try and determine if that is producing profitable income. You know, a lot of things with spending money on advertising, it's really difficult to know whether a lead is coming from one place or another place or just calling in or whatever. In fact, sometimes it's impossible. You know, imagine you put an advertisement on a billboard, right? And a billboard can be $5,000 a month. Actually, in California, people spend $50,000 a month for a billboard on Sunset Boulevard. There's zero chance for them to know exactly how many people are buying their products because of that billboard, but they just know it because it reflects in their numbers. So when it relates to advertising, and some of advertising can be brand awareness, which are intangible lead generators to our business. Sometimes we look at our profit and loss statement and we basically say, well, based on our cash flow or our profit and loss, our profit at the end of the month, we are going to budget $2,000, $3,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month on advertising. And we'll look at it over the course of 3 to 6 months to determine whether or not we're seeing any uplift in our top line revenue because of those advertising channels. A lot of times there's just no way to know the real dollar attributed to one piece of advertising. It just is something that we know our face and our name of our business needs to be out there. And over time, as people repetitively see those ads, then they go, well, you know what? Today I'm going to call and book an appointment. So they might see your ad one time, then they see it a second time, then they see it a third time, and it starts to they start to see, and it gets in their brain, but it takes them seeing it 3 or 4 times. So, you know, that's what kind of branding and brand awareness and marketing is all about. Is it sometimes just a percentage of revenue as opposed to if I spend $1, I'm going to get $2. Now with Facebook ads and digital advertising, there is a methodology in order to track customer acquisition costs where you might spend $2 to get $4 in revenue, and you can attribute that in your ad spend based on the analytics of people going to a website and purchasing something. But in a service-based business where you might be doing some Facebook advertisements and they're just going to book a call, all you're going to be able to really track in your data on your dashboard within your digital marketing is that I spent $1 and I was able to get 5 people to book a phone call. Now, but the technology is not going to tell you whether all 5 of those people actually did the phone call. All it's going to tell you is that 5 people clicked the link to book a phone call or they submitted information. Then you're going to have to be able to input into some of that data. Well, based on that data, I was able to do the 5 appointments and then I was able to close this much business. It's very difficult to do that, especially when you're a small business like yours where it's just you and your dad. So right now, the best way to know is to take a look at your profit and loss statement each month. How much money are you profiting? And is there any more money to put into advertising? And over time, as business owners, we get a feel of what places are getting the best return, even if we can't 100% say that I'm spending $1 to make $2 or $1 to make $10. We just start to get a feeling of knowing what places we have better responses. All right. I know you're probably looking for a lot better concrete answer, but this is kind of the world we live in as it relates to marketing. This is why I would move you to not only an advertising and marketing part of your business where you budget a certain amount, but I'd like to see you get more of a control of your sales process and get out there and actually start knocking on doors and having a full-time salesperson as opposed to just relying on advertising. I'd like to see kind of a hybrid model there for your business. Okay? Hope that helps, Mike.